Well, hello there, Internet, and welcome to another episode of Squire Squad from Ggameknights. Before we get into the action this evening, just want to take a quick time to announce it's election night here in the United States. If you're here in the States and you can vote and you haven't yet, go vote. A lot of places you've still got about an hour until, right now. What are you still doing here? You've got maybe an hour until a lot of your polling locations close. If you're in line, they have to let you vote, and if they try to turn you away, request a provisional ballot with a receipt. It's the law, they have to do it. And a lot of places, if you're not registered to vote, you can register to vote right then and there. So, go do that. And stay in line once you're in line, even if they say the polls are closed. And I guess the only other thing to mention is, results aren't over until every vote is counted. So, we're probably not going to know by the end of tonight. But we are all here to hopefully keep your minds off of it and keep our minds off of it as well with a fun game of masks. You saw our pre-roll thing about all our shows we have on this channel. I think the only scheduling update is there won't be Saturday Night's Apocalypse this weekend. If we end up streaming something else in its place, we'll be sure to tweet about it, post in our Discord. So, those are the best ways to be kept aware of what we are up to. But let's go around and introduce everyone. I'm Alex. I'm running the show tonight. OMG, it's some guy on Twitter and stuff. I'm mostly here. Started doing some video games on my own Twitch channel, just whenever I feel like it. So I tweet about it and stuff. Let's see who's next. It's Savvy.
It's me. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, and I'm on the internets every single day. I'm here most nights when I'm not here. On Mondays and Wednesday nights, I'm on twitch.tv/encounterroleplay, playing D&D and running iHunt. But today, I am playing Mai Morrison, aka Etheria, the Beacon.
Very nice. Next up, we got Sean.
Hey, I'm Sean, the Kraken King on Twitter. I'm here all the time. If we're live, I'm usually on it. Tonight, I am not playing Hector. I'm actually I'm playing a new character. We'll talk about more in a little bit. Skylar Ray, also known as Reverb, who is the Star playbook.
Yep, which comes from one of the many expansions to this system. Very cool options out there, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Next up, we've got LB.
Hi, I'm LB Hackup. I'm playing Subrina tonight. I'm jamming to some K-pop to get in that headspace. Also known as Corvid, she is the outsider? Yes. Sorry, I didn't have it up. I stream a lot. Look at my Twitter. I'll be next thing is I will be on Nerd Immersion tomorrow night. We're getting to the end of our Rod of Seven Parts game. I play a very mean character. Well, relatively mean. She doesn't think she's mean. It's fun.
All right. And last but not least, David.
I'm David. I'm playing Kevin Spark, running the Transformed playbook, hero name of Chrysalis. I think my Twitter handle is displayed somewhere because I don't know what it is. I had to look it up when I sent the email out. So, yeah, that's me.
All right. So that is our cast for this evening. So now, because we have a new character joining us tonight, we're going to do sort of kind of the character creation intro stuff again. So let's go ahead and, I guess, Sean, start telling us about your star. Who are they? What do they look like? What can they do?
Yeah, so Skylar is, like I said, the star. His powers are sonic manipulation. He's got mutations on the palms of his hands and like the bottoms of his feet that allowed him to like emit and read sonic vibrations. Can sort of create sound waves and things like that. I kind of like personality wise is very outgoing, very boisterous. They are essentially a Twitch streamer personality. They live stream their superheroics. They've got like a body camera, like a GoPro they keep clipped onto their shoulder, that they'll like stick onto walls and stuff to get footage of them doing crime fighting. And then they've got a visor that has like the chat integration, so he can like read and respond to viewers and stuff as he's going. So he spends a lot of time doing that. At school, outside, is a medium height, kind of slimmed, athletic build, has green hair, which kind of messed and dyed, and they keep and kind of styled back and coiffed. They wear a lot of very ostentatious clothing, and like are always like pushing fashions and stuff, like to just wear the loudest things possible. Like they'll wear a pair of colorful like sweatpants and then like neon pink blazer or something like that. Like totally wild things, just trying to draw as much attention to themselves as possible. And at school they're involved in like student body sort of stuff. I think they kind of do it as kind of like like a popularity contest. Creates like the advertisements and like the campaign ads and stuff like that. So run like student politics and things just to like be involved in it. And kind of has fingers like all over the place, just trying to be as involved as possible at school, for the attention.
Very cool. Yeah, so I guess we can go in. You've got the sonic control. I don't know if you want to share what moves you've got, but we should probably talk a little bit about the audience, the special feature of the star.
Yeah, so their moves are, he's got two, time for the show, which is superior, essentially can do some sort of flamboyant display of their power, and then if it goes well, name an NPC or two that are present, and they'll volunteer to help information or like to provide information or express admiration or ask for help or something. And then the other one is the gossip mags, where they can he can tap into gossip and rumors in the celebrity industry for information on an important city figure. So those are his two moves. And then yeah, he's got an audience that his viewership in this case, which they have a reason why they like you, and why they admire you, and for this I chose that he's a firebrand, a rabble rouser. So he's sort of always kind of trying to push the limits and trying to like ramp up the energy and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pick two advantages and two demands. His advantages are he can easily speak to them at any time because he's got the camera and the live stream, and it's just easy to interact with his audience. And he has a much wider audience because it's online. And then the two demands they make of him is that they require constant stimulation. So he has to be doing this as much as possible, and they require frequent bouts of drama. So they want things to be exciting. And that's about it. I can use them to clear a condition if I accept like what they're telling me about myself, or if I reject, then I can mark potential and stuff.
So I believe that's basically the same as accepting or rejecting influence, just direct specifically from your audience. Yeah.
So they'll constantly try to like push him in different directions and try to make him do things and stuff, and want him to be a certain way because he's a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
He calls them his sound waves when he refers to his audience.
So yeah, and you can also seek help from your audience. That's part of the move. But yeah, so shall we get into how you joined this particular Squire squad?
Sure.
So would you please read your when our team first came together question?
Yeah. When our team first came together, we as a team attracted the attention of a major media outlet within the city thanks to our efforts. Who are they? Why do they support us?
Well,
So
I think that definitely was your character who attracted them.
yeah. Well, I think the it's more like what is the media outlet that we attracted and supported? Like, is it a magazine? Is it a news station?
Is it supposed to be local?
I would assume so. Well, it says major media outlet, so I don't know. That's up to Alex.
I mean, it could be like, the local channel of the bigger one, but I will say, I think in this universe, hasn't really come up into the game yet, but there at least exists Wolf Media, who is fairly harsh on super heroics, especially when they mess up. So that is an existing media outlet, but this one does specify why do they support us. So
What if it's a more of like a specific individual, and like there is some like local celebrity or something like that instead, and who's like very famous on social media, like a Lady Gaga,
okay.
and they're the instead, because that ties in for me a little bit better with how Skylar is more where they're connected.
Sure.
It's like one of those YouTube drama channels, basically, or like, are they just like an influencer?
I was thinking like a music artist or actor or like big time influencer,
Like a celebrity that's from our town.
Yeah,
They weren't. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. My original thought was like some big morning show DJ, but yeah, Lady Gaga just being like, you know what? I'm from this town, and these guys are great.
A morning
Would be
show DJ
hilarious.
is also really good though. Like we have some like whatever the most popular morning talk show or radio program is.
Mm-hmm.
I also really like that.
Okay. I mean, it's I suppose, Sean, you probably get the final say in this, since it is your question ultimately.
It's like, okay, yeah. What if we did a media, like a radio channel like WSPR, the Cape, and they are like all about our team.
Okay. I think we can do that. So, now is the channel WSPR the Cape, or is the Cape the radio DJ's stage name?
Oh no, so that would be the channel. So the radio DJ would be like
Steven Silverstein, something like a superhero, a super identity name.
Oh yeah.
Wade Watts.
Wade Watts. I like Wade Watts.
Right.
That's from Ready Player One.
Oh, is it?
Hmm.
Wayne Watts.
There we go.
It's different.
Yeah.
You can't say it's not.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all we would need for now, but may have questions later, like, is Wayne Watts actually a retired superhero, perhaps? Or are they an active superhero and that's their day job?
Love it.
Or I guess so. Actually, maybe we do need to get into this so we know who they are. Why do they support you? Why do they support the team?
I don't know, it'd be like generic. I mean, they're just big on like getting young people out there, like contributing to the good of the town. Like they're really against a lot of like the limitations and restrictions that are put on like teens to use their powers and stuff, and they think that like people should be able to be more active in their communities and helping and stuff. There should be, and that's like their big platform. And so us working with like they see the Squires as like a good first step to that, so that's why they're super supportive of the Squires.
And us specifically, because your character's getting that out there, like making it more accessible to the people.
Yeah.
You keep
bridging the
going
gap.
on his morning show.
Yeah. That too. Like maybe Reverb's been on their show a couple times and they have gotten some good views because of that.
Okay, so I think we've got that. How the team first came together, and so we were kind of talking about this before, like how Skylar came to join this group, and we'll get into why Hector's not with us right now, but just helping to it, or I guess maybe we should do the relationships that the star has first, and that might help determine how this team.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that with the way the Squires do, with the way the Paladins do things, maybe he's been assigned to their team. Like maybe they assign people based on like who they think would help with a specific job, and maybe he's worked a couple times in the past because they thought, yeah, your powers are going to help augment what they've got going on. So has like bet them all, work professionally with them all as Reverb a few times in the past, and they would know Skylar from like school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But his relationships are Blank might wind up being more of a star than me someday. And then the other one is Blank would be a great sidekick. I try to keep them around. And I was thinking, because Mai's whole thing is like she does music and she's in a band, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was thinking that Mai might wind up being more of a star than me someday, because like sees the potential there. Is like, actually you could be really cool if you just put more work into like getting yourself out there and networking and stuff, and sees the potential in Mai.
Sure.
And I was debating who makes a better sidekick, Subrina or Chrysalis.
Wait, is his name Chrysalis?
No, Chrysalis is his. I forgot what your
opportunity missed. You should have been Chris.
What is your character's first name again? I always forget.
Kevin,
that's right.
I mean, Sabrina's more of a pushover, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
if anybody was actually like wanted something out of her, it'd be really easy to manipulate her.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, Subrina has heliokinesis, right? So that's light stuff. So
lights and sound.
You've got the light and the sound.
Okay, I'll go with that then. I think that makes sense.
Blinking in the background of your things.
Because I think like the reason why I was thinking Kevin for a little bit is like Kevin's really like out there and would get like a lot of attention because they look really interesting. But I think maybe tried that a little bit, realized that Kevin doesn't really want that so much, and was like, okay, I'm not gonna push the issue there. So yeah, we'll go with Subrina then.
Okay. Then we get to the influence questions. So how do you see the team, as a means to an end or as something worthwhile on its own?
I was going back and forth on this one, and I think he more sees them as a means to an end at this point. Is really big about the superstardom right now. I think that's definitely a character arc. It's something that could change. But like doing this, working with the Paladins, especially since he hasn't like worked with this team a lot, I think this is more of a means to the end situation. So I don't think he gives anyone influence.
Yep. So none of you have influence over Skylar to start, but now we can, because we're doing this kind of separate from when we did the rest of it, you guys can all decide based on what you know of Skylar right now, whether or not he would have influence over you. And if so, why?
Definitely have influence over Subrina, because everyone has influence over Subrina. But probably also because she likes everyone and thinks his sound stuff is cool, and they jam together. They have like mini raves.
Yeah. I like that.
I think has influence over Kevin. My thought is that at some point, running around being Chrisless, I scared some civilians really bad, and people were like, "Hey, how about you go talk to this guy? Like, how to not do that anymore?" And so I'm just like, "All right, he's the expert to not scare people."
So Skylar's your PR agent.
Yeah.
I like it. It's like, well, they're going to be looking at me, so they won't be worrying about you anyway, so it'll be good.
Hmm.
All right, Maya, what are you thinking? Does Skylar have influence over you or nah?
No, I think Mai thinks he's a sellout and doesn't give a shit what he thinks.
Yep.
And that's why he thinks she's so cool.
Okay. So we've talked about how, you work together as the Squires. Do we want to get into how Skylar knows them in civilian life? How much they hang out? Or do we think we should just see how that emerges as we get into it?
Why do I feel like Skylar tries to force Mai to hang out with him all the time?
I think Skylar does that to most people. It doesn't happen that often, but I think like once every couple of weeks, Skylar will just like be very adamant about hanging out with that specific person and just be like, you're next on my like list of people that I have to hang out with now. And just does not leave you alone for a bit.
Question.
Mhm.
With your need for drama on your streams, would you ask Subrina to like pose as people to like act and add drama?
Yes. I think he's probably saved the mayor like a crazy amount of times. The mayor keeps getting stuck in trees and keeps getting saved.
Or like NPCs in your life, like you have a romance with someone and then you break up with them and they're devastated.
Yeah. No, that would be... That's why she's the sidekick.
Yeah.
That seems incredibly irresponsible.
Yeah, I mean,
Sabrina's having so much fun.
definitely if you tried to do the mayor shtick a couple times, the mayor would have called the paladins and you two would have gotten a talking to and it's like, hey, you can't impersonate public officials.
And then we moved on to celebrities and pretending to rescue or date various celebrities. Love it.
Right. I think that's all we need to get started playing with Skylar now, unless anyone else is thinking of something we might have missed or other questions you might have about Skylar that you think your character would know already.
Has he always been around, or is he like a new student or something? Like, is he around in like the last 6 months? What's going on?
I think he's been around. I want to say he's pretty established in the city and in the community, so he's been going to school here for as long as anybody else.
Okay. Any other questions, or shall we get started?
We can get started, because I just knew when I named a character Skylar that somebody was going to make a Hamilton joke, and LB did it, so I have to not play this character now.
And so join us again in 2 weeks when we do this all again with Sean's new character.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, let us get back to the adventures of the Squire Squad. So it's been a couple weeks since the team's run in with the Rapscallion. You've had your patrols, you've stopped some purse snatchings, some muggings, a couple run-ins with some minor villains here and there. Nothing too out of the ordinary. And today's gonna be special. Not because of a patrol, you're actually off the hook for the night. Fortunately enough, it's because today is Halloween. And because it's Halloween, happens to fall on a Friday this year, The school has decided to, give you all a special schedule with a late start, so people have time to get their costumes ready to show up at school in. And you all know you've all been invited to a party tonight, hosted by one of the popular kids. But before that, there's another reason that you are grateful for the late start, and it is because you all are engaged in some combat with a villain who decided to get up bright and early. You are all shoreside in Port Arbor right now, and you've got this. This is an entity that you are aware of. They try and give themselves a name. People are still trying to piece together the phonetic pronunciation of it. There are arguments about it online. People might almost say it's Cthulhu-esque in terms of how many different ways there are to spell it, but everyone just seems to call this one Kai Jr. because it is reminiscent of a kaiju, but small. They are an aquatic being, some scales, very oily. They've got two long tentacle arms that can shoot out and stretch. They can spit out some water at people. All in all, not too much of a threat, but you guys have not actually dealt with this particular villain before, and it's just, there were some surfers trying to catch the early waves, and, Kai Jr. decided, hey, I'm going to go and be a jerk today. And so they're actually at the stretch of beach closest to Port Arbor Central, so you all were called in to please try and deal with this before school starts. So at this point, Kai Jr. is on the beach, kind of just tossing sand around, and I guess when I said small, I mean they're like 3 foot nothing maybe. They are very small, but quite aggressive. So the lifeguards at the beach have gotten the surfers away, and it is now up to you four to deal with the threat in front of you. What do you all do? And are you in your costume? Both your superhero costume and your Halloween costume.
Sabrina's not. She's in her Corvette outfit because she can just shapeshift into it.
Mm-hmm.
Were we on our way to school and this got...
Yes, so
then,
you do kind of have to wrap this up quickly or you'll end up being late to school.
Then yeah, I'm 100% in my Halloween costume because I can't put it on by myself. So.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
What is it?
I am Fox Mulder from the X-Files. So just a suit with a badge.
Now, do you have David Duchovny's photo, or did you put a photo?
Yeah, it's David Duchovny's photo.
Very good. What about the other two of you?
I think Mai's probably also in costume. She would want to change, because that takes a lot of effort. She's dressed as Toka from Tokyo Ghoul, and no one gets it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we're on the way to school then. No, Skylar is definitely running late getting here because he had to change into his costume because he had to get the live stream. He had to get this on camera. So it did, like, in an alleyway across the from the beach, or in like the shack where you can change, has put on their superhero costume, which is just like this vibrant green jacket. It's got like clips for the camera and stuff on it, and some like spandex underneath and stuff, and comes running out onto the beach with that, and pulls off the camera, hits the go button on it, and says, "Good morning, Soundwaves here with the early morning stream. About to take this one out for the 1, 2, 3. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. I'm here with the team." And he like pops that back on his shoulder, and goes running in as the the reverberations begin to kick off of his feet.
Can I unsubscribe from this team?
You should have fun. It's so fun. I'm gonna punch it.
You're gonna try and punch the Kai Jr.?
Yes.
So it is, standing. It's still like it can. You guys know it can't really leave the water. So like the fact that it's even
Aw.
like up on the beach at all with like the waves still coming up to its ankles. That's about as far as it can get out. And it's it has figured out human speech and it's like, "You foolish mortals! The oceans will reclaim you all." And it is trying to give this menacing speech as Corvin.
He's so cute.
Yep, Corvin. What do you do to?
I don't want to punch him now.
You know that he does pack a punch himself, despite his small frame.
Okay, I'm going to use my power to I'm gonna use a light beam to try and push him into the water further.
Okay. Sure.
Unleash my powers.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, just deciding. Always got to decide if it's that or directly engage, but yeah, unleash your powers.
Okay, good. Fucking. All right, roll 20. Do we need to have a talk? I rolled a 6.
Yep, let me double check the team pool. I did reset it to 1, so
Oh, okay.
you do have 1 in the team pool currently, and we're not going to do the you go into battle against a challenging foe. This is not a challenging foe, so can any of you do something to help, or is Corvid gonna whiff it this time?
Trying to knock it out into the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just give it as you're doing that, kind of pushing it back, come up and just give it a big backhand.
Okay, so you are shooting some of your light beams at Kai Jr., and it is, reaching down, tossing up sand to try and, smoke screen it a bit, and that gives Chrysalis enough time to just come bull rushing in, just whoosh, and it is like, gosh, it's almost like Team Rocket's blasting off again. They just go sailing out past off the beach and into the water, and yeah, you guys have dealt with the threat.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job, Chrysalis.
I think Reverb tries to get the shot of sailing off, just like, damn, that's a good backhand, good job, man, and comes in to like give you a high five, Chrysalis.
Yeah, sure. I'm all for high fives, team high fives.
Subrina waves to the camera. Or Corvin.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you see some of the chat messages coming up on your screen. Reverb. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up your audience thing again. And what they want is, you see a lot of, GG, good job. Some people are just like, wait, did I miss the stream? Is it already over? Because it was early enough that people aren't necessarily awake yet to log in. And, they got the notification went live and it's like, wait, where's the bad guy? Did they already get him?
Yeah. Pops the camera off and looks into it, says, sorry for the quick early morning stream, everyone, but I mean, when you got guns like these, and turns to Chrysalis and shows them off, I mean, it's not going to be a long fight. Hopefully more drama later. Check ya. Smash that like and subscribe button, and then kicks the kicks the camera off. Awesome, guys.
Good job.
Good show.
So, school before we're gonna be late.
Crap, I gotta change. Runs back to the shack to change out of his.
I'm gonna go fly to the roof. I'll see you guys at school. Bye.
Oh, hey, Mai, is that your costume, or are you?
Yeah.
Cool. Is that like a musician or something, or?
No.
Right. Awesome. You look great.
Thanks. So she's gone, so I guess I'm just gonna drive.
All right, meet you guys there.
Do you need a ride?
What kind of car do you drive?
I don't know. A car. Probably won't fit Kevin in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless it's a pickup, I think I'm walking.
Skylar,
Oh, I
do you
need a ride.
Ride? Okay.
Yeah, just like 1 second. And he runs and grabs his stuff and is back in his school uniform, or back in his costume, which is just what his regular outfit. But he has a big dead mouse helmet that he was wearing with all like the LED displays and stuff. Can I just like put this in the trunk, or actually, it should probably go in the back seat. It's a little fragile, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Awesome, thanks.
It's cool.
I made it myself.
Okay. Cool.
Puts it in the back seat.
I really thought you were gonna say I could tell.
I thought about it.
Gets in the car, holds up his camera to take a couple of selfies with my driving to post on his Instagram, and yeah, his non-reverb Instagram, his personal Instagram.
Yeah, which I know you and I had kind of talked about it off stream. How successful do you think Skylar is as an influencer?
Nah, I wouldn't like locally, like at the high school and stuff. I mean, he's probably got like, I don't know, 50,000 or something like that. Like a decent amount for like a local, but it doesn't have like a lot of reach outside of
Port Arbor.
Bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so you're probably safe to say you are one of the cool kids, one of the popular kids at school.
I think so. That's why he tries to hang out with everyone.
Yeah. Very cool. So one car ride later for two of you. Kevin, let's see. How quickly can you move? Could you keep pace with the car?
I don't know. I have inhuman might, so based on pure physics, I think I could if I wanted to, but I don't know if that damages roads or anything if I really tried to move fast.
Yeah. I think because of how often super shenanigans happen, there is like a super concrete that is more resistant to wear and tear and damage, but also, it's not indestructible, so you still got villains chucking bits of the road at each other. But yes, you could probably go at a decent clip and not damage you wouldn't completely tear up the street or the sidewalk. Right. So
I'm just like Hulk jumping to the
yeah, I think at one point, you go past, there's someone, out walking their dog, and the dog starts freaking out at you, and the person's just like, no, shh. Bye, Chrysalis. Because you guys kind of know, or are known around the city, rather. But yeah, not too much longer later, because you were able to get a ride, you guys are all able to get there in time before school starts. But you are cutting it pretty close to making it in before you're counted as late. Your teachers kind of give you some looks, but you are aware there's enough done behind the scenes in administration that even if your teachers don't necessarily know about you being squires, you're not going to get in trouble for too many lates or absences. Emphasis on the too many. But yeah, it's, classes go against different schedule today, slightly shorter classes. And then it's lunchtime, and the student who is hosting the shindig this evening, probably Skylar knows them the most because they are also one of the popular kids. This is Jade, one of the seniors, probably also involved in student council with you. And, definitely invited you directly, Skylar, but then also told you, you can, knowing your popularity, is saying, hey, bring whoever you think is going to be cool.
Skylar's a hard time not just inviting everybody because Skylar thinks everyone's cool.
Yeah, Jade is aware of this. It's like, my house can only fit 100 people maybe.
Right. Yeah, no, I got the right people. I got you.
And, I'm inviting some other people too, so you can't just invite 100 people because...
Okay, so 30?
Yeah, I think that should work. And, we've got a backyard and stuff.
Okay, I'll invite my top 30. Awesome.
All right.
He invites
Are we
his
in the
top
top
30,
30? Oh,
which
yeah.
you guys are all a part of.
Starts at 7.
Awesome. See you then. Need me to bring anything?
I mean, snacks wouldn't go amiss. Yeah, don't worry. We've got the other supplies handled. But snacks, and
Awesome.
I know you kind of know music stuff. Maybe prep a playlist.
Yeah, man. No, I got you. Music? Yeah, I got you. I'll bring something. It's gonna be awesome. All right, cool. I'm gonna start inviting people. Better get to work. And he gets up from the table and starts moving from table to table in the lunchroom to invite people. Actually, no, he just sends out a group text. What am I talking about? We're teenagers. He goes back to sit with whoever he was sitting with before.
All right. Any particular text you want to send? Anyone of note aside from the players that you are intending to invite?
I think he just sends a group. Well, he sends a specific group text to Kevin, Subrina, and Mai in their Squire squad group. And because we all know each other's alter egos, right? Okay. And he just says, y'all do anything tonight?
Why?
Cemetery.
So
I'm just gonna do a question mark after cemetery.
I'd like to circle back on cemetery too. But Jade, was it Jade or Jake?
Jade. With a D.
Yeah. Jade is throwing a party at their place tonight at 8. Y'all want to come?
Halloween party? All caps? Question mark.
Well, yeah.
In.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Fine.
Just reply sure.
Awesome.
Do
I'll
we
let 'em
want
know
to do
you're
a
coming.
group costume?
I have a costume.
I also have a costume. I mean, I could get a new costume. I don't know. What were you thinking?
There's dots. We could all be from Gossip Girl.
No.
No.
Gilmore Girls?
No.
We could all be sexy cops.
No.
Now, sexy cops is an interesting idea. I'm willing to pursue that one more.
I came to school in a sexy schoolgirl outfit, and they said it was inappropriate, so I had to change. But it's a schoolgirl outfit, right?
Yeah, I don't think that was
Yeah.
the inappropriate part.
Huh.
Or we show up in costume. Costume in quotes.
Ooh.
Make a special appearance.
Are we allowed to do that?
Definitely not. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
How concerned am I of people connecting dots that Kevin is Chrysalis.
It's oh gosh, this is where I try to come up with like what is the level of suspension of disbelief that the people of this city have.
I
You
mean,
have a pair of glasses
yeah,
that he
Clark
takes
Kent.
off.
And
Okay.
Superman is the threshold we need to meet.
Yeah, because
Right.
I think you said in when we did the first session that you kind of have a battle form that you take on.
Yeah. So like the metallic form that I have is basically like excreted slowly over time. So there's little like I've shaped it to be how I want, and so there's
Mhm.
parts that extend and protrude. So I get a lot spikier and mean looking when I'm battle form.
Yeah, and I think just for the sake of ease, it's kind of shocking that no one has really has put it together that Kevin and Chrysalis are the same, because it's kind of just like you just take Clark Kent's glasses off and it's Superman, but people they don't think to connect it, and so their brains aren't making that connection.
I mean, I've already tried to pattern it a little bit off of Superman and being the biggest thing, being the attitude.
Yeah.
Just being like, oh, I'm just Kevin. Oh, I'm just Kevin. Who cares?
Yeah, it's just like,
Plus, there are like 4 other bug people at the school, so it really could be any of them.
Yep. Okay, so with your costumes for the evening planned, or I guess anything else to discuss first, and then do you want to go back to what Subrina changed into when she got told, no, you can't be sexy schoolgirl?
So we show up as us first, let everybody know we're there, we duck out, come back as our costumes.
You don't think that's going to be suspicious?
Well, not if only if they see us leave. But we need to make an appearance. Like people are gonna notice I'm not there.
Okay, no
That's
one's
true.
going to notice if I'm not there, though.
I think people would notice if you weren't there.
I would notice if you weren't there.
Is this a trap?
No.
No.
Fine.
Yes. Is there going to be drinking at this party?
Given what you know of Jade, yes, there is going to be some alcohol.
Not driving.
Yes, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Be soda and stuff too.
I've never had alcohol before. I don't know how it would affect my body.
Let's find out.
Definitely. Cool.
We need Hector. What's going on?
So wait, what's the plan? We're showing up as our regular people in costume. Then we're going to sneak out and show up as our superhero people
Yes.
and crash the party. Okay.
Yeah. They'll be looking at, they won't even think about like where's Skylar when like Reverb shows up. So,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be fine. We show up for a bit, then we've all,
I'm a little
we
hung up on
leave.
this the sneak out part. I'm not usually a sneaky individual.
We can pretend like we're going to go make out.
Works for
Sure.
me.
Wait,
We
we
pretend
can't.
that the 4 of us are gonna go make out.
Okay.
So wait, are we doing the sexy cop group costume and then we're
No.
gonna sneak out?
No.
Sneak out.
No.
This is devolving. Sorry, did we decide what we were going to get? Are we going to go as a group?
Well, I said no.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? To what?
Sexy
So you don't want
cops.
to go in a group costume.
No, I just don't want to dress as a cop.
All right.
Sexy princess? It has to be sexy. The movies say it always has to be sexy.
It really doesn't.
There's dots. Really?
Yeah, I'm wearing a costume right now.
Sabrina like looks up from her phone and looks at her. Huh?
You've
What
already
are you?
it's a character from an anime. You've already seen me today.
I know. I thought it was just like another outfit.
You know how my hair is not usually purple, right?
I thought you changed it.
No.
Sorry.
It's
But
fine.
Kevin, are you wearing a costume too?
Yes.
I thought you just wanted to dress up.
You've never watched X-Files?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh.
What's it about?
You
Oh, I
might
don't-
actually like it.
I don't think we have time for that right now.
Huh.
What are we doing a costume? What are we doing? Because if we are, I need to go get something.
Sexy. What if we go as like a boy band or a girl band or a non-gender binary band?
Which one?
And a sexy pop band.
Sexy. Sexy pop band.
What would we even wear?
Whatever you want, you just have to have the microphone.
We have to each choose a role.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aren't boy bands all singers though? Oh, you mean like trope?
Yes.
I'll be the sexy one.
It's a heartthrob. It's Sabrina.
I'll be the front man.
Obviously. Kevin?
I don't care.
Kevin will be the cute one. I'll be the bad boy.
Just get Kevin to look like as kawaii as possible. Just like cat ears and
Yes.
I am positive I can make that costume work based on things that are in my closet right now.
all right, perfect. So meet up at 7:30. Head over there.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to show up an hour late.
What time does
yeah.
it start?
7.
8:00.
Jade's at 7.
Jade
I
did
don't
say
remember.
7.
All right. Meet up at 6:30.
Okay.
The time change has me messed up, man.
Cool.
Hype emojis.
All right. So circling back, what did Sabrina change into when she got told no sexy schoolgirl in school?
She changed into the outfit from Clueless, the yellow outfit. You know the one.
I haven't seen Clueless.
It's like a plaid skirt with a plaid jacket,
Okay.
and
yeah.
her hair is the right. It looks like well, she changed her hair to look like.
You were right. I did know the one. I didn't think I did, but you were right. I did.
Okay. Anything else you all want to accomplish at school before it's time to get ready for the party?
Sabrina's going to take a look at everyone and like, oh, these are all costumes. Okay. And then she's going to look up what the X-Files are, and then she's just going to start talking about how offensive it is.
All right. So as school is winding down and you're getting ready to go, there's it's odd because the weather forecast said it was going to be, nice, warm, clear night, and yet it's starting to snow. Nothing too big yet, but it is kind of unseasonable and, not really sticking yet, but yeah, there's just an odd snow, not snowstorm, but, starting to snow and should not be snowing, but, maybe it's just the weird Pacific Northwest October weather. But school's over, you all get to head out, get, any last costume bits you might need for the evening. And as the afternoon turns into evening, the snow hasn't really stopped. And, you do kind of get push notifications to your phone of, unseasonable snowstorm expected, 6 to 8 inches expected. Be advised, situation is developing, but again, it's just like, okay, maybe this is just a freak snowstorm coming in. But gets to 6:30, or does anyone need to do more preparations before you all meet up at 6:30? Or are you just all going to get into costume together at someone's place?
We can all come over to my place because my parents aren't, like, they're all in on it. I met my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Same, yeah. I just have an AI as my house. So
yeah, let's go to
Sure.
Kevin's house because no parents, man. Subrina gets there. She looks like her normal self. She hasn't got. I mean, she's just gonna wait for everyone else to get changed, and then she'll blink into her outfit.
I don't know if we want to get into the question of, are the clothes part of Subrina? Like,
I've always played them as that way.
okay, just gonna leave it at that for now. So then the rest of you, what have we gotten together for Kevin to wear?
oh boy, I have no idea.
What did we get for? Did you say Maya was gonna dress Kevin?
I mean, yeah, she's got a bunch of stuff. I just don't know. I don't know what specifically, but what do you want to look like,
hella
Kevin?
cute.
Just whatever works on theme.
What if we make him look as much like AJ from Bastard Boys as possible? So with the hat and the sunglasses and a goatee and...
Can make that work.
All right, sure.
But it wants to be the cute one, so it's also all pink and yeah, we put cat ears on it too.
So pink fedora with cat ears, goatee, sunglasses.
No one is going to understand this.
Nope.
No, everyone's gonna get it. I promise. Promise.
Nope. First off, Backstreet Boys. It's a very dated reference.
No, they came back like last year. It was their literal Millennium Tour.
Sabrina snaps her fingers and she's in, like, basically a Playboy bunny outfit with the tail and the ears and everything, and has, like, that little microphone next to her ear.
You're right. Nobody's gonna get this this entourage.
But I want the animal theme.
We could tie it together with an animal theme.
All right, so we've turned into sexy animals. We're all going as Beastars.
Yay!
Now we're talking.
All Are there any last minute costume changes now with this revelation?
I think my dress is exactly the same, but just puts cat ears on.
Yeah.
I guess he just wears the dead mouse.
Yeah.
This was your idea, Skylar.
Yeah, I brought it back, right?
We all look great. Good job, guys.
Let's take a group photo before we go, though. Just like sets up his camera and takes like 20 or 30 quick photos to
Quick.
to sift through and post on Instagram.
How are we
All
getting
right,
there?
now let's go.
Should I take the Kirby craft?
I don't think we could show up in a spaceship and have it be.
Fair.
Also, you can't
Is it-
drive if you drink.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
But I'm using my mind.
That's
Yeah.
even worse.
People do that when they drive too. There's just usually an extra step in between.
Okay.
Alcohol impairs mental function, so
Oh. Oh, human brains are weird. So wait, why do people drink?
Because it's fun.
it impairs mental function.
Mhm.
Fair.
So
We'll say in terms of getting there, the snow is starting to pile up. Like it has not stopped since you guys were getting out of school, and it's now there's a few inches on the ground.
Holy patchouli.
Definitely not driving.
It's so
Well-
cold out.
question, does the Kirby craft have an autopilot function?
Oh, I don't know. Does it?
Let's take a look at what you've got.
Never have a group of teenagers been so concerned about driving
Yeah, right?
safely after a party.
Yeah. So I guess I need to pull up the playbook so I can look and see what the options are, because they're
Mm.
not on your sheet.
Oh, sorry.
There's also
I
Just
think
wanna
I
make- yeah,
added it and I took it away.
because it's also it looks like you have 4 on here, 4 moves. One you
I know
shouldn't-
I upped last time.
Right. Okay.
And I added the Kirby craft because we didn't have it.
Gotcha. So let's talk about what this version of the Kirby craft is, and it can be different from the one that was in the original one shot.
Mhm.
Because I don't have the notes at my fingertips on what that
Sure.
was. So yeah, you can. Yeah, you can use it to unleash your powers, directly engage a threat, or defend someone using superior, but the possible strengths: fast and maneuverable, chameleon plating, powerful weaponry, regenerating, dimension shifting, size shifting, or telepathic.
I had telepathic and chameleon,
Okay,
and I think those still are fine.
sure. And then the 2 weaknesses: bizarre fuel source, susceptible to blank, easily detectable, slow and clumsy, unarmed, difficult to repair.
Unarmed.
And then one more.
Difficult to repair.
Cool. Yeah, I think that is what we had done before.
Mhm.
I also can't remember the name I gave to the mechanic in the Paladin's garage who is like tasked with dealing with the Kirby craft, but yeah, so I guess if it is telepathic, you probably could give it like a mental signal and it would take itself out of the garage and come get you.
Cool. Yeah, totally.
Well, there you go. Let's just like park somewhere nearby. There's like, where nobody's going to see us, walk the rest of the way, and then we can get home safe.
That sounds very responsible.
All right, I'm in.
Plus, we can take some pictures in the Kirby Craft and do some videos and stuff there. Maybe a couple of TikToks. Like, it's going to be great.
But not in these outfits.
No. In
Right.
our other.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So I think it's just maybe 10 or so minutes for the Kirby Craft because it's not as good at moving around when you're not in it. It's just kind of you have to put in some extra care to make sure it doesn't just plow through buildings to get you in a straight line. But not too much later, the Kirby Craft has landed in the street where you can get to it. I was going to say on your roof, but I don't know what your roof is like or if you have roof access. But you're all able to get into the Kirby Craft and begin heading to the party. And it's, now that you are able to fly, it doesn't take you all that long to get there. You can get there, we'll say, it's just about 7 o'clock as you are arriving. Now, do you want to be there right at 7? Do you want to wait a bit until more people show up? What's everyone's plans for in terms of fashionable arrivals?
Well, Skylar promised that he'd be there at 7 to help Jade, so
Yep.
Skylar will be there to help greet people. And be
We're
like,
not walking
"Y'all-
into. Oh, are we walking together?
We have a group costume. So
Yeah.
we probably should.
Okay. Right at 7 then.
All right, so you all show up. It's Jade's got like a 2-story house, and their parents are often out of town on business. This probably is one of those weekends where they're gone. Jade often throws parties, so don't have to worry about parents showing up. And you get there and it's Jade, and you see a few other of Jade's friends. Oh, hey, welcome Skylar, welcome everyone else. So,
Sabrina!
Right?
This is Kevin and this is Mai.
Kevin, okay.
We're a boy band.
You see them process that and then look at all your animal ear bits.
What was it?
Okay.
B-Star boy band?
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Okay,
means, but it was
cool.
Mai's idea.
Okay. Well, come on in. You brought the snacks, right?
Yep.
We can say you got the snacks.
Okay.
But yeah, there is they invite you in, direct you to the kitchen to put snacks down. You all can see there's already coolers with drinks and beverages and such. Someone is setting up. They're fiddling with some speakers and trying to connect their iPod into it or something. Still mostly just the people that you think Jade invited directly and asked to help set up. And, given you're just putting the snacks down, you pretty soon find yourselves with kind of just standing around waiting for more people to show up.
Skylar sees the person trying to work with the music and stuff and immediately goes over and like, oh, dude, let me help. And sits down and tries to help and gets everything set up and but also scrolls through music selections and changes those around a bit too and all that and is really hands-on with making sure the music is just right.
All right. What do the 3 of you do now that your cool kid escort has gone off to tend to other duties?
Are we drinking?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
I'll wander off. Find
I'll
beer.
follow.
I think I will follow also, as I want to see what happens when Subrina drinks.
for science.
Is there a drink table?
Yeah, it's still kind of being set up, and it's, Jade does not, I can't think of the right word, skimp out on the refreshments when they are hosting. So you've got, yes, there are plenty of cheap, gross beers, but there's also some. It's not like top shelf stuff, but it's not just all Natty Light or. I don't know. I never had any of that stuff, so I'm not sure what else is the trash here.
Blue Ribbon.
PBR.
Is
PBR.
there Smirnoff Ices there?
Probably Mike's Hard Lemonade. If
Oh,
any of
yeah.
you want to sponsor us,
Please.
and someone comes, just sets down a case of White Claw. Ain't no law when you're drinking White Claw, and just goes off to keep bringing in more alcohol. You see some people like they're taking advantage of the snow and like putting stuff just in some of the snow that's building up on the porch outside, which you are starting to realize, like, okay, it's not going to be great for being outside at the party, so it's probably going to be pretty crowded in here with everyone, assuming people still even show up with the weather, but people tend not to miss Jade parties, so it's going to be very cozy in here.
Subrina takes a Smirnoff Ice and smells it and is excited how sweet it smells, and she takes a sip of it and immediately spits it back out and she runs away holding her mouth.
I don't think they're that bad.
That was not a thing I expected
No.
at all. I had a lot of guesses. That was not one of them.
What do you want to get her to try next?
So maybe just like real beer?
Yeah. Pull out a couple of beers. Subrina
is like in the bathroom and she's like, "What?
Are you dead?"
No, but that hurt.
Again, I don't think they're that bad.
She opens the door. What is that? It was terrible. It burned me.
Try this one. Answer a beer.
Okay, you know that vine of the kid who's like, vodka down the hatch, and he just spits it up immediately? That's what she does.
Wow.
Ow!
I'm gonna go get a White Claw. The experiment must continue.
Why? I don't want to do this anymore.
It burns?
Yeah.
What are you made of?
What do you... it's kind of complicated because I can shapeshift. But, you're made of carbon molecules, so the outside's made of carbon molecules.
Yeah, and alcohol doesn't physically burn me.
It's true. Just hold out a hand and let's pour a little beer on it and see what happens.
Drip.
I'm gonna say it doesn't do anything to her skin.
Weird.
Does it? It doesn't burn?
No.
I remember it was gross. My dad let me try some when I was a little kid, and I hated it, but...
Yeah, I think I'm good.
So how much longer does Subrina allow them to keep getting her to try alcohol, or is she just like...
If she legit acts like it hurts, I'm not gonna force her. That's mean.
I think it's more uncomfortable than I think if she tries like straight liquor, it would burn her, but normal alcohol, anything fermented, is gonna cause her discomfort as she's swallowing it. More so than carbonation does to a normal person.
Skylar, do you want this beer?
Sure. Yeah, just 1 second.
Turns out alcohol might kill Subrina.
What?
We have been.
She's allergic.
Huh.
We've got an open Smirnoff, an open beer, and an open White Claw. They're all yours if you want them.
Well, not all of them. I'm gonna
Yeah.
drink the beer.
I've mixed worse.
Wait.
All right, as you all continue to make some questionable drinking choices and more of your schoolmates begin to arrive, I think that's probably a good time for us to take our break. So we will be back, refreshing our drinks, refreshing ourselves. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back. We're ready to continue with the high school Halloween shenanigans. So, as we are returning to the story, it's, maybe been half an hour or so. More people are starting to show up. They're all coming in, and, they all have a dusting of snow on them because it's just still going out there. But as I've said before, people are still determined to come to this party. It's going to be a good time. Those of you, are you all mostly sticking together? Is Skylar going around and saying hello to everyone, or?
Skylar does go around and say hello to everyone, but then gravitates back to the three of them since they have their plans.
Yeah. So people see you standing around with your animal ears on. They get that there is something going on, but no one has been like, oh yeah. So not sure how much you all are trying to get people to recognize what you were going for, if you've given up on it at this point.
Mine makes no effort at all. Just anytime anybody guesses what it is, even if it's so different from the last person, she's just like, yep, got it. Good one.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's asking Subrina. I feel like they're just like, oh, you're a Playboy bunny. Like, they know.
Mm-hmm.
Or they think they know.
Yep.
Sabrina's going to make Kevin dance with her.
All right.
How does that go?
Is he a little stiff?
Yeah, I think terribly. I don't know that Kevin would be good at dancing.
Sabrina's more like an interpretive dancer when she dances. It's like a lot of arm movements.
Yeah, I think as you two try and cut some space on the dance floor, they make way because Kevin is already fairly large on his own. And then with Subrina kind of just, is she dancing or is she flailing? I don't know, but she looks hot, dude. And yeah, it's basically how people are reacting to you two. My Skylar, what are you doing as your friends start dancing?
After Skylar has made the rounds and comes back and sees them dancing, and Mai just standing there and be like, do you need anything?
No, I'm good.
Cool. Oh, here, let's say he takes another quick picture with her and then looks back out and says, do you want to dance?
Not really.
Okay, cool. All right.
Do you?
I mean, yeah, all the time, but
I mean, no one's stopping you.
Yeah, I just was asking you because you were just kind of standing over here. I didn't want to leave you by yourself.
Pity dance, cool.
It's a very cynical way to put it.
I'm not offended.
Well, do you need a drink or some snacks or anything else?
Sure, yeah. I'll get a drink.
Okay. Come on.
Remember, is this soundtrack? This is in one of the action and combat ones, but it's called Club Diver. So I think for party music, or is this too stressful for party music?
I like it.
This works.
Yeah.
Gives me the right amount of stress for a party.
So you two make your way to get drinks. And it is at about this time that you get some alerts on your phone. And it's not just you two. It seems to be everyone around you. You hear phones buzzing, dinging, going off, etc. And you pull yours out to check, and it's just all caps. Unexplained blizzard increasing. Other weird stuff. That's actually what it says, which seems out of character for like an emergency alert thing. Take off your costumes, and just a bunch of gibberish after that. And it is pretty soon after that, there is like this pulsing to the air that starts, you start noticing, and you think maybe the music was hiding it a little bit before, or just there are so many people in this place, and you're not quite sure what's happening until you actually see it. There's just like this wave of energy that washes through and across everyone there, and with the exception of the four of you, people start to transform. So we've got
Halloween Town 2.
You've got people who are, also in, animal outfits, the standard sexy cat, sexy bunny, whatever. They turn into cats and bunnies. You see someone who was trying to dress up as, what's a good call for a pop star? Someone was trying to be Lady Gaga in the meat suit, and much to your horror, they are now wearing an actual meat suit. And just other people around you, people that were in their costumes, they start turning literally into whatever it was they were wearing.
Skylar?
That was not supposed to be a part of the party. I think this might be our kind of thing.
Yeah, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say we should probably change.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised nothing's happened to us yet, or our costumes are just too confusing for the power to know what we're supposed to be.
Again, it was your idea. We should change.
Yeah.
How many people are still like a functioning person?
Most of them. But there is, people are starting to freak out because there were some people who, you had someone dressed up as like the Pixar lamp, and they have just turned into a lamp suddenly. And so some people who are still sober enough are realizing, what the fuck? And then there are people who are just like, meow, I'm a cat now, except not actually talking. So people are starting to panic a bit. And it is, any people that seem like people, you try and get their attention, and it seems like, let's see, this might be a good time for someone to assess the situation. Actually, maybe not, because those questions aren't great for this. I'll just let you know that, you grab someone, you try and shake them, see how they're doing, and, they seem to maybe register that you're trying to talk to them for a second, but then they almost default into the behavior of the costume that they're wearing, and so it's less like they are someone wearing a costume and that they are the thing they dressed up as now.
Did anyone dress up like the clown from It or anything horrible? and they're going to start
Yeah.
murdering everyone.
There are some, but they, you know, yeah, I mean, actually, I suppose we should probably deal with that. So there are, there's like a ghost face in one corner and a Pennywise in the other corner, and they start staring off, and people seem to have enough sense of mind, like, we need to get away from them and clear out. But what do you guys do to deal with suddenly there are some costume killers among you?
Subrina puts her hand on Kevin's chest and says, "Let's go make out!" and like shoves him out of the room so that we can go change into our outfits.
She does know. Okay. we
Please
should
don't
follow.
yell. Please don't yell. Let's go make out.
I wasn't gonna. Not that dumb.
So you all begin making your way out, or just out of sight of other people to switch to your costumes?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sabrina
Yes.
just blinks into her outfit and her Corvid mask, glowing green eyes, and she flies out there, assessing the situation.
Okay, so yes, now you can go ahead and assess the situation. So that is roll plus superior. That is a 5 for the folks at home, because LB is muted.
I have a +2. I'm rolling real dice. Nope, this is it. This is happening. Roll 20.
Well, you can, take some XP, because there's no way for the team to help you get that up. So yeah, you see that, fortunately people seem to have fled outside, out into the now apparent blizzard that is happening, but it leaves you with just these two very stabby people facing off against each other.
Skylar changes quickly and comes skidding back into the room, turning on their camera. Just be like, got a quick other impromptu stream. Not much time to explain. And just sees the two killers facing off, and just says, looks to the ghost face guy, says, "Really, dude, I understand you got this whole thing going on right now, but you are just still like literally a guy in a mask, and that's like the embodiment of fear. You should probably like not do whatever it is your bloodlust is having you do right now. It's gonna try to like either get their attention or basically try to provoke them."
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll to provoke someone.
Superior.
Yep, roll plus superior.
It's an 8.
Okay, so for NPCs on 79, they can instead choose one. So they stumble, take +1 forward against them. They err, you gain a critical opportunity. They overreact, you gain influence over them. So I think they are going to err in that they kind of look towards you, look down at the knife in their hand, look over at the Pennywise, and they are just gonna they're gonna come running at you, but they don't they get tripped up in their robes, and they actually stumble and fall face first down in front of you. Yeah, they seem to have conked themselves right out. So the ghost face is actually out of the way. So now you just have Killer Clown on the loose.
Really? That's
Told you.
that's the one you picked to stop first?
Tell your
We'll deal
viewers
with
to
the
take
other one
off their
then.
costumes.
Oh yeah, and definitely anyone in the what's the name? Port
Arbor City.
Port Arbor City. Anyone in Port Arbor City, take off your costumes right now.
You just get like lots of question marks, little what's, some people are like, I am freaking out right now, but it's can't quite keep up with the chat right now.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of gibberish, as you think maybe people have transformed and are hitting their keyboards.
Great.
Chrysalis or Etheria, what do you two do with this killer clown?
I just kind of like Hulk style tearing out of my costume as I just spikes grow and everything. I'm going to run out and try and just grab the clown around
Okay.
the arms.
Yeah, go ahead and directly engage a threat.
All right, that is plus danger.
Yep.
What I get?
A 9,
Oh.
so 7, 9, pick one.
Right. Directly engage a threat.
So resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Um. So Killer Clown, Pennywise isn't usually like a weapon wielding clown, right? So I can't just like snatch a weapon from him.
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen the new ones, it's been ages since the old ones. So,
I will also say you notice that the ghost space seemed to go down pretty easily.
okay. Yeah. I think just impress, surprise, or frighten. I just pop out of nowhere, grabbing at him.
Okay, so yeah, I think Pennywise was going to go for both reverb and the downed ghost face when you come bursting out of the room where you went to make out and just grab him in a big old bear hug. So he is currently, trapped and can't do much. Etheria, how do you engage the situation?
If he's trapped, I want to phase sort of down through the floor and then up behind him, just kind of grab his legs, just like phase him halfway into the floor.
Yeah.
Stick him.
Yeah, I will say, given that you guys are much more on top of this than these people are having suddenly transformed, you're able to do that no problem.
Cool.
And once you phase yourself back out, they're kind of struggling for a bit, but they're not going to go anywhere.
Stay.
All right, so we should probably figure out where that came from, right? That was like a whoosh.
Yep. And it is about that time that you get communications over your preferred paladins communiques, and it is, comes on over the comms, and it is Squire Squad. This is Hopkins, and there's a lot of static going in and out. I'm not gonna do the sound effect, but it's it's kind of hard to make out what they are saying. But signal messing with communications. Origin seems to be near your location. Sending to your devices now. You're the closest team. We're dealing with arrays around the city that seem to be spreading it, but source seems to be coming by your location. Appears to be underground. And then it is, after they get that much to you, there is far more static, and you don't seem to be hearing anything else from them.
All right,
Oh boy.
let's go do it.
We can do this. Right?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Sooner rather than later, someone dressed up as a supervillain.
Oh no. But wait, people dressed up as superheroes too, right?
True, with no experience or training.
Fair. Wait,
But
why
they'd
didn't
also
we
be a
change?
super villain with no experience. or
Right,
training.
right.
Can we walk and talk?
Yep.
Yep.
Why didn't we change though?
Maybe it only works on people without powers.
Like I said, maybe our costumes just weren't cohesive enough for us to transform into something specific.
You're doing a lot of dunking on costumes that were your idea.
I think we looked great.
I'm not saying we looked bad. I'm just saying we didn't have like a theme to exploit.
Wait, we shouldn't be talking about this. The stream.
Well, I mean, they're fine. It doesn't say anything specific.
Costumes?
Hi,
Costumes?
We had
Stream.
shitty Halloween costumes.
You picked them.
Next year will be better. Subrina
So,
flies ahead.
Yeah. Do a
As you-
poll next year, what we should all dress as.
It's a good idea.
As you all begin making your way outside, and it is just blizzarding right now, and you begin to suspect why, as down the street you see a couple of parents who fortunately seem to not be in costume, kind of shouting up into the snowstorm, Betty, Danielle, come down. You're not Elsa. Let it go. Let it go. And there's just snow coming out everywhere. And you imagine there are a lot of frozen princesses around the city creating this
Oh
blizzard.
my god. Sabrina's gonna turn into Anna and be on the ground. Just reach up to her. Elsa! You need to stop! You're hurting people!
I think those particular little girls dressed up as Elsa do seem to stop for the moment and fly back down to their parents, but it is, you still on all your devices, there's kind of a map of the city and a ping heading indicating a way for you all to go.
There are going to be a lot of Spider-Mans and Jokers out there too, so just keep an eye out.
Mm-hmm. Also, that means that if the snow was created by Elsa's, this has been going on since like we got out of school.
Oh my god. We can turn.
And as you continue to move, it's still blizzarding, and you're still getting that wave of energy in almost a rhythmic pulse. Maybe one every minute or so. That seems to be, it does seem to be coming from the way that you're heading. But as you continue moving, at one point you are, you're heading down a main street, but it's as you pass an alleyway. And it's hard to tell because it's blizzarding, but it seems like there's maybe a figure watching from there. But then, we'll say first one maybe to notice it is Kevin in the back of the group. You turn to look, and it seems like suddenly it flurries more, and then they're not there. But you think, okay, maybe it's the trick of the eye. There's a lot of snow going on. We got a mission. We got to keep going. But then, you start cutting across a park. And then, Reverb, you think you see, again, something kind of poking out from behind a tree. But then, again, you look that way, and, well, it was there in the corner of your eye. It's not there when you look at it. Etheria, Corvid, you also have similar experiences as you are making your way towards the source of this signal.
Do we know of any supervillains that could do like cold manipulation, or does this seem like anyone we know about?
I mean, yeah, there are some villains out there who can do snow stuff. Typically not at this scale. And so you don't think it's them, though they're probably taking advantage of the blizzard that has been created by an army of little girls. And then you had another question in there, or did I answer it? You're muted.
Is there anyone we know who like would have any of the capabilities of like stopping or of like changing people like this on a wide scale?
You're not 100% sure. This does seem like it's kind of a doomsday device kind of scenario, though not quite that bad. But someone has potentially built a thing, and their device is causing this.
Okay.
And,
And is it far enough that that we should be taking the Kirby craft?
No, because that's part of why your team was contacted.
Okay.
Coincidentally enough, you were right, more or less right there, but it is, still a few blocks to have to run. But yeah, you eventually make your way until you are the map quest directing you essentially is like, okay, now time to go underground and go through this sewer entrance. And it was actually directing you to a larger sewer grate that you would be able to get into rather than just like a standard manhole, because they were able to account for Kevin would not be able to fit down a standard one.
Fair. Okay. Dropping down. I'll go first. I'll go first. Subrina uses her superhero.
Maybe not. Why don't you let me creep up and see what I can see?
Okay.
No offense, you're all very loud.
Right. I was just saying because it's probably dark down there. And she points to her lit up mask and eyes. But you're right. You're better at the sneaking. You go, Etheria. You guys have noticed that Sabrina's acted a lot different now that there's a camera on them constantly.
Right. Etheria will sort of walk to one side of the thing, and she kind of shimmers a little bit and camouflages herself to look like the stone. Just kind of.
Sure. So you are gonna scout ahead a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you have a move for this?
Straight up, creeping.
Yep. All right, so go ahead and roll plus mundane, please.
Yeah. That's a 10.
Very nice. So you get to ask 2 questions.
Yeah. I'm going to say creep. Let's do what happened here recently first.
Okay. So, yeah, as you are kind of creeping along, you notice there are signs of someone maybe having moved some heavy machinery through here. And you're kind of following some tunnels. It's, bit of sewer system mostly is following the street path, but you still have to take a few turns to get back to where the source is originating from, which as you all have continued to go, pulse is still going. If anything, as you've gotten closer, it seems to maybe be speeding up a little bit or in frequency. Yes, you are able to figure out, okay, machinery was brought through here in the direction that the pulses seem to be coming from.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get closer and figure out where it's coming from so I can ask, whose place is this?
Yep. So you're able to get closer, and it's fortunate that you are camouflaging yourself, possibly, at times phasing in and out of the wall, because you suddenly come across security turrets in the sewers. And you go around the corner, see them, move back before they can spot you. But as you take a closer look at them, you see that they've got the particular color scheme. And as you are thinking about what you've learned so far and who may be possibly responsible for this, it's the fact that the turrets are made to look like jack-o'-lanterns that has kind of clinched it for you tonight. Seems like you all are dealing with the nefarious engineer known as Dr. Dredd.
Son of a bitch. Turn. Just like phase through the corners real quick, like pop, pop, pop. Problem.
What?
Oh, step out of the wall. Drop. Camouflage. Sorry. Problem.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's turrets down there.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's Dr. Dredd.
Sweet.
Oh. That's a big one, though.
Did you
Yeah,
hear?
that's a really big one.
Did you hear me when I said turrets?
Yeah, we could take out turrets.
I mean, I can get through there, but the rest of you will be seen and shot.
Unless we take them out first, but we should call this in.
Isn't there static over the comms?
Yeah, we
And
should
also,
try-
we're in a sewer now.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. You can pretty much only tell it's like the GPS that's guiding you is what's the term called? It's like dead something where it's like you don't actually have the signal. It's just estimating based on your movements. So yeah, but pretty sure you're not going to be able to get a signal out unless you exit the sewers.
Is there a I could break down a wall or something around it if we want to like get around the turrets, and like make a new entrance in
I can
Yes,
call.
I
for the
get-
rest of us.
I can call for help if somebody can toss me up to the ceiling. I can't jump that high.
What? You want to go out of the sewer?
Do we not want to
Oh,
call
yeah.
for backup? I can literally phase back through the ground.
Sure. I'll toss you.
Kevin, throw me.
Boo.
And it's somewhat unpleasant as you phase through some pipes that have stuff you maybe don't want to think about what's in them, but you're able to get back up onto the surface. You kind of fly out a bit, maybe fall back down on the pavement a bit, less than dignified, but yeah, you're able to make a call.
It's Dr. Dredd. He's in the sewers. He's got turrets. Okay, bye.
Ah, catcher!
All right. So I can also draw fire. I mean, if it's just like gun turrets, I don't think they're gonna be able to hurt me.
That would look awesome on stream too.
Are you even still? How are you getting any kind of signal down here?
Checking my chat feed. Do I still have a feed?
It's you're not live, but it is recording still.
I'm gonna post it later, and that way I can do some edits and stuff too, and get all the boring stuff.
Wait, what part's the
Alright.
boring stuff?
This part specifically.
Oh.
Just make sure
Planning.
you're not at a place where ricochet is gonna hit you, right?
Okay.
I'm thinking I draw fire, y'all smash in from behind
Pew pew.
and disable the turrets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a passage or something down this way, Ma? You went ahead. Can
Yeah.
we kind of get around behind him?
We can try.
I'm gonna stick
Alright.
with Kevin and just like hang out on his back and then shoot from behind him.
Okay. You know what? The angle's probably gonna be better from where you guys are coming in. Here, he like takes the camera and he like clips it onto Corvid.
Oh my god, this is a big responsibility. Okay, I
Just
won't
make
do
sure
you.
you're looking
I will
at-
do you proud.
All right,
Come on.
let's go, Ma.
Take off. Run. Like flickering in and out to try to get all the gunk off of her. Ugh.
All right, so you split the party with Etheria and Reverb heading around to flank. Meanwhile, Chrysalis and Corvid are approaching from the front.
All right, yeah, and I'm just getting as scary looking as I can. Every spike I have is protruded.
Yeah, Sabrina will
Smashing
like
walls a little bit.
Sabrina will step up like on his back so her feet are like on his hips and she's holding a spike and she's gonna like fire from behind him.
All right, so you give yourselves enough time to both teams be in the ready position, and then Chrysalis, how do you engage the turrets? Or actually, we should probably do going into battle against a dangerous foe at this point, even though you're mostly just dealing with the beginning of their defenses. So adding team to the pool. So when you enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team, add 2 to the pool. Who is the leader in this battle?
I feel like it might be Skylar. He's giving the orders.
Yeah, it was your idea.
Sure. I mean, I was gonna suggest Kevin, because he came up with the plan to like lead the charge and defend all of us.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
David,
makes
that
sense.
which leaves David the deciding vote. He has to vote for himself.
I have to vote for myself. Well, I guess that seals it. So
All right. So does the leader have influence over every teammate? Because
no one has it over Skylar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't get that one. If everyone has the same purpose in the fight.
Yes.
Yes.
Take out the turrets. Yeah.
Ultimately, the same purpose.
Yes.
Yep. So go ahead and add 1 to the pool. Does any team member mistrust the leader?
No.
Not
Okay,
Kevin.
You're safe there.
He's
And
a sweet boy.
is your team ill prepared or off balance?
I don't think so.
I think we have a pretty good plan.
Yep. So I think you're good. So you got to add the.
We've got 4 total.
Yes. All right. So now that you have your team, what? How do you proceed?
I think I'm just being as noisy as possible so they can hear when it's going down, and kind of like run through, turn a corner, hit a wall, kind of break it, and I'm just going to pick up like a chunk of sewer wall and toss it at one of the turrets.
All right. So sounds like you are directly engaging a threat because as you come around the corner, they sort of whir to life and lock onto you and open fire as you chuck some concrete at them. So go ahead and roll plus danger.
All right. Suppose I need to roll first. Okay.
So a 7, pick 1 from the list.
Yeah. Oh wait, I chose the wrong thing. There we go. I think I'm just going to resist or avoid their blows.
All
Would
right,
that protect Subrina behind me as well? Because I'm not too
Yes.
worried personally.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
are, they open fire on you. The one is quickly smashed to bits by the stone you've tossed at it, and the other one, seems like they're using, maybe it's real bullets. You're not sure with a nefarious engineer like this. Not quite sure what they might be trying out, but whatever it is, it's not having any effect and plinking off your exoskeleton.
All right.
All right.
As soon as we start hearing gunshots, then Reaver places 2 hands on the wall, and using sonic vibrations and stuff tries to find like the like frequency of the brick structure to just like break it apart to create an opening.
Okay, so I think I'm just trying to decide if I were to have you unleash your powers, what would be the interesting failure state? But I don't think there is one, so I think you do it. You're able to burst through, and you get around behind the turret, which for a second it seems to like start to stutter and try turning your way, and it's trying to decide what is the bigger threat, the big thing charging at it or the sudden thing behind it.
You are so
pew
loud.
pew.
You said you pew pew?
I pew pew, please.
Pew pew, please. All right. Please pew pew by, yeah, I think this is just going to be directly engaging the threat.
Oh, come on. I'm using my powers.
Yeah, you directly engage a threat via your powers.
It's a -2, sir. Thanks for that from last time. Oh, see, this is much better. It's an 8.
Okay.
Nice.
Sorry.
Yeah, I will just remind you, Unleash Your Powers is kind of the catch-all move if nothing else makes sense.
I know.
But so, with an 8, you get to pick one from the list.
Okie dokie. This is directly engage a threat. I'm going to take something from them.
All right. What do you intend to take from them?
Their lives! I'm going to destroy 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah,
Some of
at this
them.
point, it's just the one turret left at this position, so you're able to, as it's kind of moving away, you see your opening, pew pew it with a laser, and you're able to hit some of the wiring of it, and it seems to short out.
And Subrina is doing the over the shoulder, like she's holding on one side, she pops over the other side with just 2 fingers pointed forward. Just usually she fires it from her cloak, but this time it's just from her fingers.
All right, so good job, squad. You have taken out the turrets, and there have still been, energy pulses coming from the corridor behind where the turrets were guarding.
All right, they're gonna know we're here. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do this.
Woo! Oh, here.
Yeah, takes the camera back on his shoulder, charging in superhero style.
You shouldn't go
Each footfall, he's not thinking about that. Each footfall is making this like doosh doosh, like a heavy bass hit that he is emanating with the sound pads on his feet.
You're amplifying the noise you're making? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We're already making noise. Might as well drop a beat on him.
God, he's so loud. I'm gonna camouflage myself again. And follow. Like a chameleon cloak.
All right, so you all...
Scarily run down the sewer again.
So it's not too much further until you actually reach a set of metal doors that are kind of, Star Trek door closed together, and there's a camera looking above them, and it kind of whirs to look at you all as you approach. And as you are charging down the hallway with reverb at the lead, you hear a voice come on over the speaker, and it's just like, "You meddling children need to stay out of this. I am conducting important science."
Yeah, we don't care about your science, old man.
Do you stop to keep talking, or do you keep try and plow through the door?
I think he just tries to plow through the door.
Just feel a hand on your shoulder. Can you just chill for like a second?
Well, no, we got to keep the energy going forward.
No, this will be cooler. Watch. I'm camouflaged. I'm gonna phase through the door and see if I can just open it from the other side.
Yeah, you're able to do that pretty easily. There is just like, it's almost comic how it's just like the lever where it's just long rod, big red handle ball on the end, and you just clunk.
We also don't care about your doors.
And as you all get in and look at the site in front of you, there is, some kind of device in the middle, and it's whirring and clicking and boom, 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 boom. It kind of looks like an Epcot ball of doom. And it's, sparking, and the energy is clearly pulsing out from it. And off to the side, in what appears to be a hazmat suit, is the supervillain known as Dr. Dredd, who, like you said, old man, though, you are aware he has created enhancements for his body, so he's not a frail old man. He can still hold his own in a slug match, but mostly relies on his variety of high-tech devices he creates. But he is already moving away down the way from the opposite side of you, towards what appears to be another corridor out that way, and just, children, you are setting back my experiments by an unacceptable delay. Someone's going to have to teach you to respect your elders. And he goes and he hits a button next to the wall before passing through that corridor, and a door slides shut behind him, leaving you in the room with the Doomsday device. And at the same time, to your side, what seems like just a big tool closet opens up, and a bad 80s B-movie robot steps out, whirring to life.
Uh-oh.
Keep it busy. I'm gonna try to turn the machine off.
Yep. So let's go ahead and deal with this. So who wants to do, or yeah, I think as the robot steps out, it is going to it reaches out its arms, which have just like those clamp claws at the ends of them, but as they open up, you see they're actually in its the hinge, the palm, some lenses that begin to charge up with light and starts spewing some pew lasers out at you all.
Well,
Hey, that's my thing.
I'm right next to Skylar. If they're shooting towards us, I'm just gonna grab him and try to blink us out for a second.
Okay. Sounds like you are trying to defend someone, so go ahead and roll plus savior.
Ten.
All right. So, yeah. So, you get to, yeah. On a hit, you keep them safe and you choose one. So you can add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
I don't. Oh, I'm getting influence over this fool.
okay.
All right. So, Reverb, go ahead and give influence to Etheria, and
All right,
make sure you mark that down on both your sheets. But yeah, as you were trying to get a good shot, Reverb, you realize the angle of laser wasn't gonna hit you, but it was gonna blow up your GoPro. But at just the right moment, Etheria phases you out, and it passes through and rematerialize your equipment safe and sound.
Thank you.
Did you just
This
give me a
thing's
nickname?
Really expensive. Yeah. Robot. And what Reverb does is claps their hands together. As his hands meet, he sends out like a reverberation or like a sound wave through the room that kind of echoes back. He wants to try to survey the entire environment, get it like a snapshot of everything to try to see what we might be able to use in here.
Gotcha. I think this is going to be more assess the situation, though one of the unleash your powers does say extend your senses, but we'll go ahead.
I was thinking kind of assess is what
Yeah,
I was leaning towards.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll plus superior to assess the situation.
Okay. That is a 9.
Okay. So you get to ask one.
Okay. I think he's going to ask, how could we best end this quickly?
All right. So, does seem like, and you will get +1 while acting on this, that Dr. Dredd has already given up this project for Lost. It's kind of like in the first Captain America, when the Red Skull just comes, boop, self-destruct on the factory. It's too late. They're already here. Abandoned ship. So
Yeah.
Dr. Dredd is amscrane, but you've still got big giant robot in front of you, and doomsday device that is turning people into their costumes. So you feel like if you take out the robot, that's gonna be it, and then you'll be able to deal with the device.
Okay. But nothing else in here other than it seems like okay. No, that answers my question.
Yeah, I mean, there is other tech in the room. You're not quite sure what it does. You're not sure if you use it, it's going to blow you up. Because, again, given Dr. Dredd's reputation, might just backfire on you if you don't know what you're doing. Oh, I guess I will also mention, keeping in theme with the turrets, the robot also has, Sleepy Hollow jack-o'-lantern head on top, which you'd think might actually be part of why it's having trouble shooting with the lasers. He just slapped it on over its normal head, and it's blocking some of its sensors.
Fantastic. All right. Then I just, after doing that, just looks and says, I think once we get rid of the big robot thing, we're in the clear.
All right. Corvid and Chrysalis, what do you do?
I assume you're going to draw the attention of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to it and try and smash it.
All right. Which you can certainly try. It is actually a little bit taller than you, which is not something you're used to coming across unless it's like much bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
But so, yeah, go ahead and directly engage the threat unless you have a special move.
No. It's not. Heyo.
All right, 10. So you get to pick 2.
Yeah, I think. How many lasers does this thing have?
You've seen it shoot it out of the 2 hands. It's got a very boxy chest that looks like it might be able to open to something, but so far it has only been attacking with its hand lasers.
Mm-hmm. I think I want to resist or avoid blows and then take something from them, and I just want to rip off like the left arm and just chuck it behind me.
All right, so yeah, as you rush up on it, it tries to bring its arm to bear on you, but you just you grab it and yank it out, toss it to the side, and as it's reeling from that damage, you see the chest does open and it just like shoots out a spike board at you, but they are short enough range that with it being losing its balance from the loss of its limb, the spikes do not actually hit you. Okay, I think that brings us to, or actually, first what it's gonna do, because it is taking
do I get to go?
So it's doing the thing where you guys inflicted a condition on it. It gets to do something immediately before the PCs go again. So it is now angry, as much as a robot can feel anger, and so it is going to. Let's see, what's it going to do? It is going to go. It actually turns back towards or it swipes at you with its other arm, but then it is actually using that to turn back towards the closet it came out of, and is pulling out. I was going to say a bazooka, but I did a bazooka on you guys last time. It pulls out what seems to be just like a small metal rod, but then one of its phalanges clicks a button, and it now has a lightsaber. So might be a little bit trickier for you to get close to it.
Oh boy. Well, I was gonna use a move.
Yes, so now you can yes, now you may act, Corvid.
All right, Corvid's going to blast herself forward and get behind this thing. And I'm going to attempt to use my alien tech to plug in to this robot to shut it down.
Okay, go ahead and roll that move, please.
Okie dokie.
which
Let's
is
see if this will.
freak.
Does that actually? I didn't want to roll 20, but I'll take it. It's an 11.
Yeah, so on the 10 plus, choose one. It works exceptionally well, or you get an additional use out of it.
I must say it works really well.
All right, so yeah, because normally on the hit, you create a device that can do something impossible once and then fizzle. So yeah, you get around behind it. Do you just have like, how do you normally do this? Do you have like a USB thingy that you just shove in, or
Kind
how does
of,
this
yeah. I would say she has an armband that's always on her, usually covered by her clothing. But she kind of like pulls out a cord that doesn't really have like a port to it. It's more like a DNA type thing. So when you plug it in, it like automatically like accepts into the system or like tries to connect. And then as she's like riding on the back of this thing, she's like typing in buttons to try and shut it down.
All right, so if it works exceptionally well, I think, yeah, you basically get this thing to.
Could I get this thing to turn on to our side so I'm in control of it?
Yeah, I think you can manage that within 11.
Yes. Sabrina's like, I got it.
You're not sure for how long before it rejects this alien programming to it.
I did it!
Make it punch the orb.
Okay.
Do we want to destroy it? What if we destroy it, everyone just stays that way permanent?
Hold on.
Probably not.
Let's turn it off. Make it turn it off. Maybe it knows how to turn it off.
All
I
right.
find out.
It's less exciting.
I think go ahead.
Well, is there anything I can gather from this? I doubt that this robot would have any knowledge of like how the other thing functions, right?
Not in that it could tell you one way or the other, but
Right.
you are able to direct it to. No, it was rearing up with the lightsaber, just like slash through it, and it almost lets out like a as it like deactivates the
Aw.
lightsaber and goes over to start pushing buttons.
Sorry, buddy. She like rubs its head.
Yeah, but yeah. I think with your command of it at the moment, and you get the sense that Dr. Dredd has a there's enough similarities in the way he builds things that the robot is able to figure out how to deactivate the orb, and before too much longer, the pulsing, which has been near constant in here, suddenly goes away, and things seem quiet. And then it's at about that time that your alien text starts to be rejected from the robot, and it, the eyes turn red again.
Wait. Oh no, there's a problem. Unplugs.
So still have to deal with the robot before it gets any of you guys, but you seem to have at least stopped the doomsday device. What do you do?
I think Skylar just, he's just gonna. He saw what Chrysalis was doing, and thinks, okay, we need to get some views, need some like action and stuff. So he's gonna run up and like build up like a sonic pulse in his hand, and then just move up and just try to and does like a palm thrust up to the robot to try to just like blast through it with the sonic energy.
I do think this is going to be a directly engage a threat roll.
Sure. I'm at a -1 for that. So it's going to go...
It's got to get some danger on your team.
Yeah, he's not very good. Well, that's a 10.
All right. Go ahead and pick your 2.
I didn't even pull it up because I assumed this is going to fail. Directly engage a threat. He is going to resist or avoid their blows, and is going to create an opportunity for your allies.
Okay. So, yeah, I think as you approach with this sonic blast, goes off right in its face. You're clearly doing some damage. You blast away most of the jack-o'-lantern. Its head, the robot head, seems to be severely damaged, but it's not quite out of commission yet. But is clearly like it's trying to move in a jerky motion, trying to bring the lightsaber back to bear on you all. But it's like almost seems like it's caught in a loop of the motions it's trying to do. So who wants to try and strike the finishing blow on it at this point, as Reverb has created the opportunity? Both girls shaking their heads.
Go for it, Kevin.
All right. Yeah, I'll. I want to try and grab the arm that has the lightsaber and just kind of rip it off with the lightsaber and stab.
All right.
Through the chest.
At this point, I think it is stunned enough that you're able to do that without too much more difficulty. And the robot that has been set upon you to attempt to stop you is cleanly cut in twain with the lightsaber. Though as the robot seems to be fully destroyed, the lightsaber also turns off, almost as if the robot was powering it somehow.
No.
But you all seem to have dealt with Dr. Dredd's... I was trying to come up with more D words, but no. You have dealt with Dr. Dredd's diabolical doomsday device.
Yeah!
And have, for now, saved the city once again.
Do we still have no signal?
Now that the device is off, there's a very weak signal, but you are still, way underground.
Should we go after Dr. Doom? Dr. Dredd?
Never heard of Dr. Doom, yeah.
I mean, we should see where that passage went, right?
I think so.
Could we check to see if people are turning back to normal?
Do you want to be thrown again? I can fly out of here. I'll just fly out of here. Corbin streaks off, keeping her comms open, but going up to the street and seeing if everything's okay.
So you do that. Once you make it onto the surface, your comms immediately come in. And it is Hopkins once again, the paladin who reached out to all before. Squire squad, reported. Report status.
We took out the doomsday device and the robot that was left behind, but Dr. Dredd has escaped. My companions are pursuing the bad guy, and we will update. Do you have any further orders, sir?
Well, glad the device is off. Do not pursue Dr. Dredd. It is fortunate that he left you all alone. He is not a threat for squires to handle on their own.
Roger, affirmative. We will not pursue the villain. I will tell them that. Is everyone okay?
We're still getting reports in, but now that the device is powered off, people seem to be reverting, though some of the things like all the snow is now snow, so it's going to be sticking around. There's going to be a lot of cleanup tonight, but good work, everyone. You saved the day.
Roger, confirm. Will. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Over and out, Subrina.
Over and out.
Or Corbin, he would say.
She flies back down.
And as soon as she has left, Skylar Reverb turns to Etheria, says, "So, do we go through the door now?"
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay, so we're going after Dr. Dredd.
I at least
Yes.
want to
What's
see
the
where he
plan?
went.
We just need to see where he went. Let's just follow.
All right,
Come on, it'll be exciting.
Y'all-
Chase scenes.
y'all stay behind me. And I'm just gonna bull rush the door.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
gosh.
the door doesn't take much for you to get through. Maybe you have to hit it a few times, but it bursts open, and it's there's somewhat of a corridor. It seems to lead into more. There's some more equipment in there that he was doing, maybe temporary living quarters back there. But you also see in one corner of the room that it leads to what you recognize as a teleporter. And Dr. Dredd is nowhere to be seen in here.
Teleporter. Damn it. I mean, like,
Should-
cool. It's cool visually, but it doesn't make for a great chase.
So just pop in, have the camp like edit in some Star Trek sparkles, like we just barely missed him.
Yeah. I'll mark that.
Cool. Can we talk about how I saved your life and you thanked me for saving your camera?
Well, I thanked you for both, but like, the camera is kind of my life too.
Okay.
Like, walks up. Thank you for saving my life.
Are we sold on the nickname thing?
Do you not like it?
No, it's okay.
Etheria is just kind of long to say, like when we're, fighting stuff. And E's like cool, punchy, mysterious, like you.
I'm not really punchy.
No, more the mysterious thing and the cool thing.
Oh. Okay.
So do we know where the teleporter went?
I think it's about this time that Corvid is able to get back to you all.
Guys, don't. Oh,
In
no.
here.
Oh, guys, don't follow. We were told not to pursue.
He teleported away.
Oh,
We pursued as far as we could. Hey, Corvid, can you see where the teleporter went?
duh. I mean, I don't know if we should.
We should.
Looks to Kevin.
I mean, we were told not to. I mean, as long as we don't follow, right?
Maybe
It's not
right.
pursuing,
Yeah, no, I
it's
can.
investigating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Sabrina unhooks her thing and tries to hack the system.
Okay,
Planet.
roll your alien tech move again.
Okay, freak. 7. Just enough.
Okay, so do something impossible once and then fizzle.
Mhm.
So what is it you are attempting to get it to do?
I want to know the coordinates of where he was teleported to.
Okay. Yeah, he's you plug your thing in, it beeps and boops some words, and you get a readout that tells you that he has teleported to just a parking garage somewhere in the city. Or it gives you like dot on the map, and as you zoom in using other means, you're able to tell it's just a parking garage.
All right.
So,
So where'd he go?
I think this is his secret base.
Right. To his secret base is
Right. We'll have to report this.
All right.
Where is it?
I will tell you.
you tell them.
Here. She'll give like the number location as like the longitude and latitude. But I think we have to report this before we follow.
Well, we're not
Or-
following.
Right, no, yeah, exactly. We're not following. But we might have
But if-
uncovered something very secret.
But if we don't go now, he might get away.
Yeah, he also will definitely kill us.
But we have to do this to save the city.
We did save the city.
Are you
Let's go with
starting
it.
a
Come
fight
on, we
on
have to-
purpose?
we have to argue about this a bit, okay, guys?
Audience
Okay,
does
okay,
demand
okay.
It's
drama.
gonna go. Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Mhm.
All right,
Okay.
just right. But we have to save the city.
Wait. What should our argument breakdown be? Should someone be on your side, or are we all against you?
It doesn't really matter. We just have to have somebody else.
If
has
do you
want to
do like a civil war thing? I'll be on your side.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Maya and I want to go fight.
Right,
The two
right.
of you want to fall like by the book. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
I'm Iron Man though.
Okay. Right. We have to save the city.
But we've already saved the city.
If we don't go, he'll get away.
Plus, he's still out there, and who knows what else he's doing.
Yeah, he could have like 1,000,000 of those things.
Right.
But this is too big for us. We're not strong enough to do this.
But who knows? The paladins might be in on it.
Wait, do you
Wait,
really?
really?
You don't really think that?
No, I don't think that. But
You shouldn't. Okay, you shouldn't just put stuff like that out on the internet.
No.
Okay,
This is
fine,
this
fine,
is the
no,
mayor.
let's-
We
all
have
over
enough.
again.
We have enough
Yeah,
trouble
yeah,
as it
yeah,
is.
yeah. We got in trouble for this last time. Okay, all right. Hold on, I got something.
All right.
Go ahead, turn it back on. Turn it back on. I'm the leader of this group and I'm pulling rank. This stops here.
You're not though, at all.
I've never accepted you as my leader. You know what? I'm going to do my own thing, and I'm going to save the city from the evil and nefarious Dr. Dredd. Come on, Mai. We don't need them.
I'm gonna like smash something and just be like, look, we were given direct orders to stay here and not follow. If you think I'm gonna let you come after them, you got something else coming, friend.
For the vine, grabs Skylar and face through a wall.
Yeah, and just face through the wall, and then cuts the feed just as like the camera is like rustling, like we're getting in a conflict, and then that's where it ends. We kind of phase.
That was so
phase
cool.
That was actually pretty fun.
That was great. Kevin.
Yeah, that was good. So I usually don't do this much editing, but I'll
Right.
do a little bit of editing on the back
Yeah,
end. It'll
yeah.
be good. And I'll post it later. It was great, guys.
Yeah.
I think you should think about the editing thing more.
Yeah. It's hard to be on
No,
all the
'cause
time.
they like the live action. They want to see things like as they're happening. It's like
Mhm.
that's where it's at. All the news broadcasts do everything with like the edits and everything
Mhm.
like, later on.
Fair.
Yeah.
Just maybe some like short 5-minute edits, something like that. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm down for that. Well, maybe okay. So we maybe should get another take later on. And Skylar goes into a long theory, a long like plot where we get Subrina to pose as one of the higher ups as the paladins coming after the two of us as Mai and I are on the run, and then eventually one of you flips back to our side, and we turn the tables, and then we find the hideout for Dr. Dredd, but he's already gotten away, and then we all fight each other.
And as you continue to plot out this fanfic for yourself, you notice that the thing that Chrysalis smashed has started to beep and glow red somewhat ominously, and it's starting to whir.
For real this time, grab one, face through the wall.
Jumps on Crystal's back. Let's go.
I'm gonna try like bring a wall down on top of it and run out. Just try and smother it.
All right, and as you all begin fleeing back out the way you came to the, towards the surface. I think you get like back to the corridor where the security turrets were when you hear a behind you, and there's dust cloud that pours back through from where you came, as whatever it was in there blew the heck up.
Definitely tried to get the shot of the dust cloud coming out like as we're running away, but yeah.
Do you have a death wish?
Well, you can't fake these kind of effects. They're really good.
You absolutely can.
It's expensive.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of budget Skylar's working with.
Practical effects are always better.
It's true.
It's not an
Okay.
effect, it's a literal bomb.
Right, but we gotta go. Like we need to like actually go and debrief and everything.
Yeah.
Should we grab these turrets? I wonder if their power source is compatible with the lightsaber, because I really want to fix the lightsaber. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
I can help with that.
Well, lightsaber or shoulder-mounted turrets?
Chrysalis. You could be like War Machine.
I mean, I guess.
We also have a party to
Oh,
get back
right.
to.
Oh, yeah, we gotta go. Okay, all right. Well, we'll drop this stuff off in the Kirby Craft and then go to the party and make sure everyone's okay. Poor Jade.
I am going to put it out there. I don't think I should wear turrets. I'm already scary enough if I walk around with machine guns.
Fine. We do that.
Yeah, as you
We
begin,
need to get some kid out of the floor.
yeah, as you begin heading out, you get some more contact from the paladins. They're sending a damage control squad to scour Dr. Dredd's setup down there. How do you explain that things have exploded after things were taken care of?
He set the
up
timer
a-
too long on the bomb.
Yeah, self-destruct on the machines.
He's trying to erase any sign of his experiments.
They seem to take you at your word for now, and they are going to they turn off the FaceTime and say, or before they turn off the FaceTime, good work tonight. Try and relax. We'll pull you in for a full debriefing tomorrow, but for now, go have a good Halloween.
Roger, over and out.
All right, cool. So yeah, back to the party.
Yeah, but you guys should change.
I destroyed
No,
my
we should
costume.
go. We should go like
Oh.
this.
Yeah, also I have to get that kid out of the floor.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, all right,
we saved the day. Now we're gonna party.
right. Oh, okay.
Wait, are we staying at the party and partying as
As-
superheroes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were just making like a quick appearance. Okay, sure.
We go. But we do drop stuff off at the Kirby Craft, right?
You can. So then do you bring the Kirby Craft back loaded with some of the dangerous equipment to this high school party?
I think Sabrina's gonna send it back to the base.
Okay. So yeah, you send it on its way. It is, because you have sent it to the base enough times, it's a little bit easier for it to just go on its own. You don't have to fully pay attention to it. But yeah, you begin making your way back. There are already, like snow plows mobilizing to clear the streets. The snow seems to have stopped falling, though there's, a foot or two in some places. So city's going to be dealing with that over the next couple of days. You get back to Jade's house, and someone has called civilian rescue services to try and deal with the kids stuck in the floor. So you arrive, you see them getting ready to take, like saws out to try cutting through the floor, and they see Etheria show up and it's like, oh, thank goodness. Can you help with this?
Yes, absolutely. Lift him out. Sorry.
The guy in the Pennywise costume is, why are you apologizing? It's not like you did this. I just, I woke up and, blacked out, and suddenly I was in the floor.
Yeah, no, I just meant like that must have been really scary.
Oh yeah, no shit. Actually, yes, shit. I think I need to go. And they sheepishly make their way away from you guys. They go with the civilian rescue services, who go to actually check them over.
Problem solved.
Are people asking for pictures with
Yeah, I mean, everyone's phone is out. They're taking video. Jade actually pushes their way up. They were in a. They attempted to do a Baby Yoda costume, so they have like a little. It's made out of cardboard, but like a carrier around them, and just like something to hide their legs, kind of like when you have those, the people riding the dinosaurs costumes, but with Baby Yoda. Hey, I don't know how you guys heard about the party, but welcome, I guess.
We were saving the day in the area. Figured we'd stop in. Seems like an awesome party. Seems like you might see some music too. And he starts like creating some sick synth music.
Part of me wants to have you unleash your powers to see if it goes terribly wrong, but I don't think that would go well. So yeah, it's some people seem a bit like, I'm just gonna go. It's been a weird night, and others are just like, oh yeah, we got Squires in the house, and things do slowly pick back up into a party, and you all are able to party as your Squire selves as much as you want. Do you all stay and stick around, or do some of you find excuses to get out?
Skylar makes sure everyone stays.
Oh boy. Sabrina's definitely gonna stay because she has to supply the light effects for the show. And she's in the background awkwardly dancing, like pumping it up.
Do Etheria and Chrysalis just like retreat to a corner and glare at anyone who approaches?
No, I think as Chrysalis, I'm going to be more involved in trying to be friendly towards people.
Yeah, Etheria is the same way in costume.
Okay, so yeah, you've got the party squad over trying to pump things back up, and you two are doing the shaking hands, taking selfies with people, and yeah, you're able to revive the party, which is great success. And the next day, you all, as your civilian selves, get texted from people at the party like, "Hey, where were you? What happened to you at the party? You'll never believe it. Some of the Squire showed up later." And as you figure out how to respond with that, I think that is where we are going to leave tonight's session. So before we forget, let's do the end of session stuff. So at the end of every session, you get to choose one, whether you felt you grew closer to the team, explain who made you feel welcome, give influence to that character, and clear condition or mark potential. Grow into your own image of yourself, explain how you see yourself and why, shift one label up and another down. Or did you feel that you grew away from the team? Explain why you feel detached, take influence over you away from another character. Does anyone feel like they're ready? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna say grew closer to the team and give influence to Skylar.
All right.
I don't have any conditions, so I'm gonna mark potential.
Yeah.
Skylar made you feel welcome.
All right. Who's next?
I think Skylar grew into their own image of themselves. They just sort of pursued that the whole time, and I think they're going to kind of get out there, trying to like be more active in the action, stuff like that. Gonna up their danger and lower their mundane.
All right. Okay. Who's next?
I think Subrina grew more into the image of herself because she was able to use her powers and her alien tech to save the day, as opposed to having to like physically fist fight again.
Sure. So how are you shifting your labels?
I'm gonna move danger up one and move mundane down one.
Okay. And Kevin, what about you?
I think grew closer to the team. There was a lot of fun shenanigans and whatnot. I think I'll give influence to my as there's kind of the outsiders joining in for the fun, and mark potential.
Yep. Now, do you already have influence over Kevin?
Kevin was actually the only one I didn't have influence over.
Gotcha.
I got all you fools now.
Yep. And as a reminder, you can give influence to people basically whenever you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be at the end of the session. And yeah, you can give it whenever you want. If you want to get rid of influence that they have to do something. You have to reject their influence. So keep that in mind. And if you have influence over someone, you get +1 on a roll regarding them. Yeah, I think that is going to do it for the gameplay for tonight, though, then. So, thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. We had a lot of people in chat tonight who hung out. Always happy to see you all here. We've got our schedule down below. Our next stream is going to be Elegant Suffering on Thursday, which will actually be our finale of Season 1 of our Good Society game. But don't worry, just Season 1. We've got more stuff planned, so keep an eye out for that in the future. Friday is Neon Souls. Saturday, again, no Saturday Night's Apocalypse this weekend. If we do something else, we'll tweet about it, post it in Discord. And yeah, those are some of the best places to keep an eye on our stuff. We're tweeting, talking in Discord, all that good stuff. We also have a YouTube if you want to catch up on things. And yeah, I think that's just about covers it. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves tonight. Be safe. Make sure you're taking time to care for yourself and those around you. But that is going to do it for us. Or does anyone have anything they want to plug before we go? All right, well, then in that case, once again, thank you for hanging with us, and good games, and good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.